started 10 years ago and since going solo has over 25 million monthly streams. Now he's coming here on tour. Get your DIY posters and merch ready. Please welcome Niall Horan.
Niall, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
Was that a bit of an Australian accent I heard there?
Hello.
How you doing?
Have you got us
How's
in
it
your...
going?
Doing very good. Have you got us in the home studio behind you? Talk us through what's in the background there.
I'm at the record label in one of their fancy, well done rooms.
Yeah.
This is where the magic happens, I see. You've sort of transformed yourself as well. I mean, you're playing these huge festivals now. How do these numbers go? I mean, I know it's not come up yet, but like, say, day 3 of Isle of Wight Festival, like I imagine some of the heads kicking around in those festivals over in the UK are a little bit different to some of the people that you'd be used to being in the front row at your headline shows.
That's why I wanted to do them. Some of these heads. The festivals are going to be amazing. It's going to be a good way to like get back in, having been away for so long. I've found like some of my favorite artists by just stumbling around after a few pints and running into a tent or walking up to a stage somewhere and coming across someone I'd never heard before, and then becoming a big fan of them. So hopefully I can gather some sort of a new audience as well while I'm at it.
Now, Niall, I'm just doing the math here. The legal drinking age is 18, and you've been one of the most famous people in the world from like 16. So unless you're talking like, 15, you're assuming that you're stumbling around into these tents when you're a very known figure. Are you having to disguise at all if you're around a festival? I'd imagine you'd get swarmed pretty quick if someone clicked on.
Yeah, I know. The pandemic was good for that. I missed the mask.
Yep.
The mask and the hat and the sunglasses. But for some reason, I must have like the most obvious walk or something. I must have a really weird walk.
Yeah.
Because somehow people still notice me.
Festivals aside, we know you're bringing your show, your tour here to our shores in
Yes.
Australia. Very exciting. I know you're a big golf man. Everyone knows that follows you. I love this. Have you got any courses on your must playlist when you come here to Australia?
Oh, there's a fair few in Australia. Royal Melbourne.
Yeah.
It's probably up there in the top 3 or 4 on the planet.
Yep.
There's a couple up in Brisbane, Sydney. Yeah, there's a few. There's a few that I want to get my hands on. I'm not going to announce where and when. Disaster.
I mean, my money's on Royal Melbourne because that's the one you mentioned first. But you did, you got a few other state mentions in there just to throw us off the scent. Is it true that the last time you were in Australia, wasn't there like a Channel 9 news helicopter that was flying
Really?
so close to you and Harry while you were trying to play golf that the balls were moving around? I mean, the golf balls, that is.
Yeah. I think it was in Perth. We played this course and there was we're like low to the point where actually everything on the green was like blown over.
Yeah.
So it wasn't great, to be honest. It wasn't good for a game of golf.
Now, I do have to move it on from the golf chat because I can see we're losing Belle's attention.
She's getting bored, man.
Love it. It's so interesting.
Sorry, Belle. Sorry.
Niall, thank you so much for joining us this morning, mate. We cannot wait to check you out at Rod Laver on Friday the 3rd of May. Obviously, that's next year, 2024. Don't get too excited, guys. We can't go back in time. But thank you so much for all your time.
Thanks very much. I can't wait to see the whole of the country, but I'm looking forward to getting back to Melbourne. It's going to be great.
I'm sure we'll see you on a golf course soon.
Thanks, brother.
See you, folks.